The spotlight hits me like a physical weight. 5,000 people holding their breath. 5,000 phones recording history. I adjust the microphone. My fingers don't shake. They never shake anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, I say, and my voice carries to the rafters without a crack. Thank you for coming to the launch of The Silent Architect. Polite applause. Rustling programs. The smell of expensive perfume and anticipation. I want to read you the dedication page. I open the hardcover. The gold foil catches the light. Bestseller. Number 1. International phenomenon. My name embossed on the spine. Julian Vane. The room leans in. It reads, I continue, turning the page slowly, savoring the silence, for Elias Thorne. Who taught me that the only thing more dangerous than a lie, is a ghost who decides to haunt you back. Gasps. Actual, audible gasps. A woman in the front row drops her clutch. I snap the book shut. The sound is a gunshot. Elias, I say into the hush. If you're watching the live stream, and I know you are, turn to page 312. The paragraph you swore you cut. The one about the father who sells his son's soul for a byline. I smile. It doesn't reach my eyes. Enjoy the royalties, old friend. They're all yours now. Every single penny. I just signed the transfer papers 10 minutes ago. The rights, the film deal, the merch, all reverted to the estate of Elias Thorne. I drop the microphone. It screams through the speakers. Good night. But let me take you back to where this all started. It wasn't the contract. It wasn't the advance. It was the coffee. Black. 2 sugars. The way only he knew I took it. Rain hammered against the floor-to-ceiling windows of his brownstone. October in New York. The kind of cold that settles in your knuckles. Elias Thorne sat behind a desk that cost more than my student loans. Tweed jacket. Silver hair. The face of literary royalty. 3 Pulitzers. A Nobel nomination. The man who made publishers weep with gratitude. I sat in the leather chair opposite. The ghost chair. The one that swallows you whole. Julian, he said. Voice like velvet over gravel. You're the only one who gets it. The only one who hears the music. Flattery. The oldest currency in the game. I should have checked the exchange rate. The new book, he whispered, leaning forward. It's different. It's the one. The masterpiece. The architecture of silence. He slid a manuscript across the desk. Thick. Heavy. My name wasn't on it. Just a placeholder, ghost. I need you to polish it, he said. Elevate the prose. You know my voice better than I do these days. The tremors. He held up a hand. Fine, barely perceptible shaking. The doctors call it essential tremor. I call it the thief. My throat clicked. Of course, Elias. Anything. Good lad. Your family, Julian. Real family. That word. Family. The hook. The sinker. I took the manuscript home. I didn't sleep for 3 days. I read it in the bath. I read it walking to the bodega. I read it standing over the toilet, vomiting from exhaustion and adrenaline in equal measure. It wasn't a book. It was a confession. Every page bled. The protagonist, a failed writer named Marcus, watches his mentor steal his life's work. The mentor drugs him. Gaslights him. Buries him alive in a contract signed during a psychotic break. The metaphors weren't metaphors. They were blueprints. Page 312. The father scene. Asterisk, he didn't just steal the manuscript. He stole the son. He rewrote the birth certificate. He erased the mother's name and wrote his own in ink made of bile, *. My hands froze on the page. My father. My father. The one who vanished when I was 12. The one Elias helped me search for. The one Elias found 3 years ago and never told me. The dedication page of the manuscript, typed in Elias's shaky courier font, read, "For Julian. My greatest creation, ***, not my son. My creation." The coffee mug slipped from my fingers. Shattered on the hardwood. Black liquid spreading like oil. Like blood. I checked the metadata. * created by, E. Thorne. Last modified by, J. Vane, * he hadn't written a word of it in 5 years. The timestamps told the truth. The core chapters, the soul of the book, were dated before I signed the NDA. Before the polish contract. Before the advance hit my account. He wrote it knowing I'd ghostwrite it. He wrote it about me. He built the trap. Baited it with my grief. Waited for me to walk in and sign the paperwork. Family. I laughed. A harsh, ugly sound that scared the cat. I called my lawyer. Marcus. Real name. Not the protagonist. Burn it, I said. Burn the contract. Find the loophole. The moral rights clause. The work for hire exception for memoir disguised as fiction. Marcus was silent. Then, you want to sue the king of letters? For a book that technically is his IP? I want to destroy him, I said. Legally. Publicly. Financially. I want his name to taste like ash in every reader's mouth. Julian, you'll never work again. Good. I never wanted to work. I wanted to write. The lawsuit took 18 months. 18 months of depositions where Elias smiled that avuncular smile and called me troubled. Ungrateful. A disappointed son lashing out at a father figure. The press ate it up. Ghostwriter goes rogue. The ungrateful protege. Thorne, I pity the boy. My inbox filled with death threats. My agent dropped me. My landlord evicted me. I lived on a pull-out couch in Marcus's basement. I ate ramen. I drank cheap whiskey. I watched the bestseller lists every Tuesday. The Architecture of Silence debuted at number 1. It stayed there for 42 weeks. Movie deal. Netflix. Limited series. Merch. Tote bags with the quote, *, we are all just ghosts writing each other's stories. Elias did the talk shows. Colbert. Fallon. Oprah's book club. He cried on cue. Spoke about mentorship. Legacy. The sacred trust between writer and ghost. He dedicated the paperback edition to me. For Julian. Who showed me how to let go, I threw the book across the basement. It hit the water heater. Thud, Marcus found me there 3 hours later. Curled up. Laughing. Crying. Indistinguishable. Julian, he said softly. The appeal. The moral rights argument. The judge ruled. The contract stands. He owns the copyright. He owns the characters. He owns the title. I know, I whispered. I read the ruling. 52 pages. Very thorough. Then why are you smiling? I stood up. My knees popped. My back cracked. Because he got greedy, Marcus. He got so greedy. I walked to my laptop. The one I bought with the last of my savings. The one with no internet connection. Air-gapped. Clean. He didn't just steal the book, I said, opening the file. He stole the sequel. Marcus frowned. There is no sequel. The book ends with Marcus dying in the snow. Does it? I typed a command. *decrypt. Password, Elias_stole_my_father, *. A file bloomed on screen. The Architecture of Silence, Author's Cut, final_v3_real.docs, the version he published. I said. Subscribe to Betrayal and Revenge for more unbelievable stories of betrayal and karma.